Hey guys, Ryan with Tonic Site Shop here, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can add your category sections from your blog expansion kit number 1 to your single post page or your blog archive page. Again, these can be added to any page in Showit, but I'm going to be using the blog archive page as an example here. So you can see I'm on the blog page here. Let's go ahead and click on the page tab. And the first thing we want to do is check out the blog category sections that we have. So let's click the three dots, click add new canvas, my library, and then the blog expansion pack number 1, and then click on category sections. So you can see we have a handful of different category sections here to choose from. This is the first one, and it's just going to show some category images, and then you can put the category name down here, and you're going to add your own links to the category pages here. We have an explore categories page here with some categories up top and then individual blog posts that you can link to down below. Now, this could be a fairly simple section, or you could add a little bit more of an advanced technique to this. People click on these different categories, 4 new posts show up for each of the categories. Now, you have to have quite a few blog posts to do this, so I'm going to show you both ways. If you're going to be adding this section or this section or this section to your blog, just hang on. Towards the end of the video, I'll show you how you can configure the settings so people can click through all of your categories and blog posts. Go ahead and change. This section here is very simple. You could just link your categories here. You can update the category name, and then there's a little search bar here, and the same with this one here. So and this one as well. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to add a few to the page. Now, ideally you wouldn't add a few, but for the tutorial I'm going to be adding a handful of them. So let's go ahead and add categories 1. Let's go ahead and click add, and I'm going to add this just under the pagination. So I'm going to grab this canvas and pull it up there. If I click on it, you'll see that it's here. Now, again, this canvas is pretty simple. You can update the text if you'd like here, and then you'll have to figure out which 8 categories you want to feature here. You can double click in these text boxes and update the name. So name it the category that you have. Like if you have a marketing category, add marketing there, and then you'll add your category link, which can be found by going to your blog. Let's go to the dashboard and go to posts and then click on categories. You're going to see a list of your categories. So you'll either want to create some categories and then add posts to those categories, or select the categories if you already have them. Now, to add categories to a post, I'll quickly show you. Just click on all posts, and then you can click on a post here, and then on the right hand side you're going to see categories. So if we scroll down, you'll see categories here. You can see this post as an example post has all of the categories selected. You can click add new category, and then that will allow you to add a new category right here inside this area. So once you have all of your categories typed out, now it's time to link them. So linking it is very simple. Click on the text box, click on click actions here, and you'll want to have the URL type of link. In the URL box, text box area, click / category / and then the category name. So for example, if I want to link to my marketing category, I'm going to click quick edit and then take this slug, hit copy, go back to Showit. So / category / and then paste marketing, and then / again. So it's pretty simple. / category / and then that category slug, and then / again. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to click the image as well, and then type. It's going to be URL, and then it's going to lead to the marketing as well. Now, if you had a travel one, you can go through and do traveling as well. I don't, so let's create one and hit enter. And now I have a travel category. So I would need to go and add this category to some posts, but for now we can just take the slug and go back to Showit. We're going to add a URL, so / category / travel, and then / again. We can take that and add it to the text box as well. So you're going to go through and do all of that. You can update the images and all that. And then this section is done. So it's pretty easy to update that, just adding a bunch of links and renaming it. Now let's add one of these more dynamic pieces. So we're going to add new canvas, my sites, my library, and then blog expansion pack number 1, category sections. And let's work on this canvas right here. So the explore categories. So this is the categories number 2 design. So let's go ahead and add that to our page. And we're going to add it in place of this categories 1. So let's drag it up. And we can take categories 1 and just remove that for the time being. Now, what you'll see is there's only one canvas view right now, and inside of this canvas view, you have these 4 blog posts. So if I select all of the contents of these blog posts, you'll see it's all highlighted within this canvas view. Now, if we duplicate this, now we have another canvas view that we can go, and let's say we just want to update some of these images to different featured images. So you'll obviously want to take your time and add the correct featured images, and then add your post titles. Let's say for the travel category, what we want to do is when someone clicks fashion, we want all of our fashion blog posts to show up. So if we click on this text box, we see canvas, or we have a link to a canvas, which is this canvas, and it's canvas view 1. So you can see this 1 here. So it's going to open up this canvas. Now, if we click on travel, we'll want to select canvas view 2 now because we have a new canvas view, and this one's going to be all about travel. And just to be really organized, let's double click and just name it fashion. And then we'll name this one travel. Okay, so we have our fashion, our travel. And I'm going to move this over just below travel. And then do the same thing on the mobile version here. Perfect. So let's actually see how this looks in a preview. So let's open this up. And if we scroll down, it's going to open up fashion first. And if we click on travel, you can see that now the underline is under travel and we have our 4 posts. So let's quickly do one more and then you can actually go and do the rest. So let's do photography. So let's duplicate travel. We're going to click the 3 dots again and click rename, and it's going to be photography. And these can be any category you want. So you can double click this and rename it. It doesn't have to be photography and NYC and food. It can be your personal categories. So now we have the photography canvas view. Let's take the line and let's move it over. Okay, and then we're going to just make sure that that's the same width as the text box. So you can play around with that. And then here we need to find the photography category. So let's move it down and then over, and then we'll make this width a little bit longer. So let's go to size and position, and then length. We can actually just keep clicking and then see when it hits the Y. Perfect, just like that. And then again, you'll just want to update all of your images to actual blog posts. So just double click, and then we can have, like photography related featured images, and then update the post titles. And then again, just click on an image, click action. And then what you'll want to do to link all of your blog post titles is click on URL and then paste the URL to this specific blog post. So let's go to our blog. But let's say these 2 posts were photography related. We would copy the titles and add them here, and then find 2 more and add your titles there. and then you would click on the first one, copy the URL, go back to show it, and you would paste that URL right into there. And then you would do the same for the post title. It shouldn't go to a page, it should go to URL, and then paste that URL in there. So do that for all four, and you'll have to do that for all four for each category. So you can actually go through and add as many Canvas views as you want to match up here. Or if you would rather keep it simple, you can actually just, remove all of them except for one. And then what I would do is remove that line as well. And then you can just link these instead of to Canvas views, link them to URLs. So you can link to the category of fashion, category of travel, category of photography, or whatever your categories are. And then you can feature 4 blog posts and 4 blog posts only. You don't have to have them click through. It's a great idea to have them click through and feature tons of different posts if you have that many blog posts. If you don't, go ahead and you can trim down and add as many categories here as you want, and then just add the images and titles to these posts here. Now the read more posts, this should actually link to either your blog archive page if this section is not on your blog archive page, or you can link it to a category page. Now let's go ahead and take a look at one last category section here. And I just want to show you how similar all of the kind of more dynamic versions are. So this is going to be the same. You're going to have one Canvas view to start with, and then you'll have to duplicate the Canvas view and then move that line around and update the link action to go to Canvas view 2. And the same with this. So let's take a look at this one. I believe this is categories 4 design. So let's click on add. Let's go down to the section here. Now you see this section, everything is inside of this one Canvas view called fashion. So what we'll want to do is to create 2 posts for culture. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. Actually, let's move this up. I want to be able to see it all. So let's duplicate that. So we have fashion, and now we need to rename the second one as culture. Let's open that. All right, so to highlight culture, we're going to click on the fashion text box because we want this black color here. We're going to hit Command C, and I'm going to click on culture, and I'm going to hit Command Shift V, and it is going to paste the styles, but not the actual text. Alternatively, you could just click on this text box, go to text styles, and change the color to pure black. And then what we'll want to do for this culture one, see we're under the culture, is move that line down so it highlights culture. And then we want to change the fashion text box to this lighter gray. So what we have to do is change the opacity to 50 by clicking the text box and then changing this to 50. Or alternatively, we can select this text box, Command C, to copy it, click on fashion and hit Command Shift V, and that's going to copy the styles over. So now we have it correct on desktop, and now we need to focus on the mobile. So let's just do this quickly. Command C to copy the styles, Command Shift V, and then we're going to take the line. So I'm going to grab the line over here and move it down. And then I'm going to click on lifestyle, Command C, and Command Shift V, and we have that all set up now. And that is going to highlight culture when people are on this Canvas view. Now let's click on the fashion. I'm going to click on fashion here and click text property, or sorry, click actions, and you're going to see this canvas view 1, and this culture should be view 2, lifestyle view 3, and beauty view 4. And it's the same if I click culture. So view 1, view 2, view 3, and view 4. So what this is going to do is if we open this preview page and we scroll down, we will see it opens up automatically on fashion. And if we click on culture, it's going to highlight the culture canvas view. Now you'll notice if I go to culture and I change these images out and then hit preview again and I refresh, if I click culture, you'll see that those posts featured images actually change. So you can have multiple posts and you can have multiple categories listed here, and you'll just have to make sure that you duplicate these canvas views for all of the canvases that you'd like. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Thanks.